Spring's right around the corner, and nothing means spring more than the Tinley Park outdoor show, fishing and everything else, camping and everything else here. This is the 2012 edition, and we're proud to be here with AC Variety to give you another year's coverage of this fantastic show that is put out in Tinley Park right here at the high school in 2012. One of the fun things about doing this show, of course, it helps out Tinley Park High School, and behind us is the booth for the Tinley Park Band Boosters, Tinley Park Band, and that's sort of what it's all about. So if we can, they're really busy right now, but we can see if we can get a word with what they're doing here and what the raffle's all about today. Can anybody speak to us about the raffle and just sort of what it's about and what it costs? We have, look, they all want to jump in front of the camera. Oh, look.
Did you get rich?
Did we get rich? No, we didn't.
Okay, there's Rich.
Okay, should we sneak up and?
Yeah, because we're just the band.
I know, but you're an integral part of this, you know.
It's just volunteering.
Okay.
Volunteering doing what?
Okay.
The band parents are volunteering to sell the raffle tickets today
Okay.
for the fishing show.
Well, that's sort of what we wanted to know.
Yeah.
And, so how is business so far? And
Business yesterday, I guess, was really busy, but today it's still early, so we've sold a few. But
Okay.
it's, when it gets busier, we'll
Here
be
comes the
pitching it.
question of the hour. What are we raffling away this year?
We're raffling away that boat.
This Starcraft with the Mercury
Yes.
motor? That
That's
is
the boat,
fantastic.
yeah.
Wow.
So some lucky person's gonna get that.
That looks a bit bigger than the one last year.
I think it's just shinier.
Shininess always adds a foot or two, you know. And you know what? Most importantly, too, whom am I speaking to right now?
My name is Polly Malloy. I have a
Polly.
sophomore here.
Okay, thank you so much for coming up,
Yes.
stepping up. Polly stepped up
Yep.
and is talking to AC Variety about this great raffle at Tinley Park High School at the outdoor show.
Yep, it's
So
fun.
one last question. How many years have you been involved in it?
How many years have I been involved in selling raffle tickets?
Yeah,
this
or-
is my second year selling raffle
Okay.
tickets, but I've been volunteering at the high school since
forever?
for 10 years.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, 'cause this is my youngest child who's here now.
Okay, so the other ones have gone through already.
So
All right.
lots of volunteer hours have been spent here by me.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us and telling us about the Starcraft Mercury raffle. And good
You
luck
have fun
today.
today.
Yeah, you do the same.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Great. Bye. Did I miss Rich?
Yeah, you
We used to have a story too, Jeff.
Oh, we have a story?
Yeah.
Okay, we just got Polly, and we're not going to walk away till we kind of talk to everybody. And as you can see, they're just a tad camera shy over here, but we'll get over past it. And your name?
Denise Politano.
Okay, Denise, how long have you been involved with the Tinley Park Band Boosters or this organization?
Just this year. My
Wow.
daughter is a freshman.
Okay, we have a newbie here, folks. Okay.
It's a newbie.
And I was just looking at this beautiful Starcraft boat you're raffling off today.
Yes, we are.
Go
We're
ahead.
selling raffle tickets, $2 each, or
Okay.
the whole book for $6. Yes.
Okay.
6 tickets for $10. Six. Yeah. 6 tickets for $10.
So how has business been so far?
This morning's slow, but we're not officially open
We're
yet.
not officially open, right?
So we hope it will pick up. Yesterday it was very busy.
Okay, yes, Saturday.
Yes.
Super. All right, well,
So-
hey, thank you for talking with us.
You're
And
welcome.
we're gonna make one more introduction here. This is the woman that spins the barrel here for the drawings, the barrel spinner. And you are?
Cindy Tipker,
Okay, Cindy, how long have you been involved with this?
2 years. My daughter's a sophomore.
Excellent, excellent. Do you find this like an exciting thing to look forward to every year for fundraising?
It's fun driving by it for so many years, never knowing what went on in the
Yeah.
school. Yeah, and last year we got a glimpse of it, and it's interesting. Learn a lot.
Definite big show, definite, unlike anything else that's done in the southern suburbs, let alone the Chicago area.
Exactly.
But anyhow, I want to wish you luck today and your fundraising, and you're giving away a beautiful boat and motor there and trailer, so best of luck.
Thanks. Take care. Thank you.
I'm just at awe right now at the sheer magnitude of the vendors that are here. Every nook and cranny of this high school is being used for vending space or storage of some sort. And even behind us right now, there's a StarCraft boat on a trailer, full-size boat here, sitting in the middle of the gym. Hey, you know, I'd love to get a word with, we just are stumbling on Cabela's over here. They're one of the major sponsors, I believe, of this event. Let's wait and see if we can talk to them.
Okay, that's our hunting one. Hey guys.
Hi, remember us from last year?
I do. How are you?
Okay.
Good.
We were just saying that Cabela's is one of the major sponsors of this event. We're so proud that you're here and glad that you're here. We wanted to talk to you like one of the first ones. So,
Sure.
how you doing this morning and your name?
Doing great. Jillian Gill from the Hammond store in Cabela's. So we're proud to be a part of the show again this year. This is our third year, and it's definitely one of the best shows that we do this year. We look forward to it every year. Yesterday we had a great day, lots of traffic, busy at the booth, and we're hoping to kick off this morning the same way as well.
Okay, I see you're well stocked as usual. Your table's full of information, and we even have a bit of a catalog here.
Yep, lots of our spring catalogs. They just all came out. We've got a bunch of coupons here, all the upcoming events here at the store. So we've got our big spring event that kicks off in March. We've got hunter's education courses, archery clinics. So it's definitely a busy spring season coming up upon us here at Cabela's.
And that store's located again where?
In Hammond, Indiana, on 8094. It's just the second exit over the border, Indianapolis Boulevard. Just stay to the right-hand side, and you'll end up right in the parking lot.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us this morning, and best of luck in this year's show.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you guys again next year.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
You bet. As we're walking through, there's a lot of great guide services and such, and one of the best that we've heard is Mike Hubertson. Where are you guys located?
I'm in Indiana in the spring, and then I go to Minnesota in the summertime, and then I go up to Lake St. Clair in the fall. So I'm all over the place.
Okay. What sort of the people, your clients, what are they looking for, and what services can you provide?
Well, I provide a lot of good services to my clients. One thing that I do a lot of is I take new people fishing that's never been muskie fishing before, because that's what I specialize in. It's all muskie fishing. So the guy doesn't want to go out and buy the expensive rods and reels and all the expensive baits. That's what I provide. I provide everything for them. Now, some guys don't have boats. They want to just go fishing because they don't have a boat too. Obviously, we happen to my boat and we do all that. So, from I fish with beginners to somebody who's been muskie fishing for 25 years. I do a lot of wide range.
It's like a one-stop shop, folks.
Right.
Really. So I got to ask, how many years you been doing this?
I've been guiding for about 13 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yep.
All right. And you're Mike.
I am Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, pleasure to meet you. And
Thank you
for
so much.
talking with us
I
this morning.
appreciate it. Thank you.
We're walking through. There's a lot of lodges and resorts at this show, and one of the ones that was pointed out to us was Andy Meyer's Lodge. And who do we have with us today?
My name is David Kaminski.
And you, sir?
I'm Rob Stronzik.
Your name was what?
David Kaminski.
Oh, because he's a David Pingersick, and I thought, oh my God,
Close.
we found a long-lost brothers.
Found your brother at last.
All these years we've been looking, Anyhow, tell us a little bit about Andy Meyer's Lodge and where you're located.
It's in Eagle Lake in southern Ontario.
Okay.
Eagle Lake is one of the best fisheries in the area.
In southern
Yeah.
Ontario. I mean, as far as goes for walleye, the muskie, it's a muskie factory.
Okay.
There's a few different lodges here that are on Eagle Lake, but they're on the other side, and they have numbers but no sizes. And if you can see at some of these, they've got both number and sizes.
Okay.
The walleye fishing's fantastic, smallmouth, just about everything, And all the guides there, they're full-time employees. They're not like, hey, I need a guide for today. You want to come and guide? Just get off the bar stool and come and guide for us. No, these guys work all summer long for Steve Herbeck is the actual owner. He's had it for about, I think he's 15 years now that Steve has owned the lodge. And it's run by him and his son, Danny. We're actually just customers.
Oh, really? That's
And
interesting.
We hit it off with Steve. We're all in the same age bracket. We love muskie fishing. And he asked us to do him a favor and run this show because he's stuck at the Monster Muskie Show in Milwaukee this weekend.
Okay.
Go
Go ahead.
One other thing is he's really put a lot into this resort, cleaned it up. It's a beautiful place. The food,
I'm looking at the pictures here, and I'm very impressed with on your display here.
It's a very nice lodge. Very nice.
How many years did you say he's had this?
He's had it for 15 years now. And he's redone every cabin. I mean, what you see here, this isn't a show. Every cabin is like this.
Well, knotty pine like that.
Knotty pine, pristine, and what he's put in the last couple of years is air conditioning.
Wow, that's got to help.
Plus, it's a plus.
Big plus, because as you know, they talk about this global warming. It seems like every time we're up in Canada, they've got global warming going on.
That weekend.
And that air conditioner is a welcome sight, you know? But
All right.
no, it's Dave and I have been fishing Canada for 20 years between us. And we used to go to different lodges, and there was a couple lodges that we went to for maybe 3-4 years in a row. We found a home here.
I can see how, you know, it looks like you guys are all family here. It's obvious. Yeah. The enthusiasm level here and stuff. But you know what? We'd like to thank you for taking the time to talk with us this morning. And best of luck on today's show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Andy Myers Lodge. Okay, one of the annual things at the Tinley Park Outdoor and Fishing Show is the representation of Cook County Forest Preserve. They have some fantastic programs, and we'd like to know a little bit about them. And who do we have here this morning?
My name's Steve Silick. I'm the fisheries biologist for the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, and we're honored to be here again for the 19th annual Tinley Park Fishing and Outdoor Show, representing the Forest Preserve District and all the great fishing opportunities that the Forest Preserve provides for the public of Cook County.
I totally agree, and I noticed your booth's a little bit bigger, and you have a little more representation this year.
Yeah, we wanted to spread out a little more this year. We're going to have some of representatives from our volunteer department here signing people up to do some volunteer work. Also up on the main stage, we have 4 of the Forest Preserve District's nature centers represented here. Wow. With some displays of what they have to offer at the nature centers, some live animals, birds of prey, reptiles, snakes, turtles, things like that, and a lot of fun hands-on activities for the kids and families to enjoy here.
Okay, and I know this is always a wealth of information of this great fishing and opportunities locally, literally in your backyard in Cook County. What sort of information are you giving out today?
Well, we're very happy to be releasing our brand new fishing guide. Wow. This actually, we just got this printed as of a few weeks ago. This is the long-awaited new fishing guide that we have. It has brand new, up-to-date, state-of-the-art, 1-foot contour maps of all the fishable lakes in the Forest Preserve District. It has all the fishing regulations, both boating and fishing regulations, countywide map, all the nice lake amenities we have in a nice centerfold, and then just a lot of information, invasive species information, monofilament recycling, fish identification. It's a beautiful guide that we're very happy to be offering free to the public here at the Tinley Park Show. You can also pick this up at all of our nature centers throughout the county, as well as our general headquarters in River Forest.
You've got this covered. I mean, they really have this covered. I've never seen so much information in one booklet, full color booklet like that. What did it take to put that together, just out of curiosity?
It took a lot of hard work. We did have a company come out and professionally map all the lakes, but then the maps were edited by the Cook County's GIS departments.
Okay.
Jim Phillips and I, their fisheries biologists, put a lot of work in as far as the editing, and then Cook County's graphic designer from their Bureau of Technology department also put it together. So it was about a year and a half in the making, and it was a lot of Cook County entities and a lot of work went into it. But we're very happy to finally have this to.
It's an excellent piece. Everyone should, if you can stop by, if you didn't get here today, definitely stop by some of the Cook County facilities where it also will be available. Anyhow, we want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us this morning.
No problem. Thank
Good
you.
luck with today's show.
Thank you.
Hey, as we're walking through the continuing with the Cook County Forest Preserve stuff, we they're so in touch with nature here. We'd like to know this young lady who's holding this bird, a little bit about her name and the type of bird she's holding.
My name is Brenda Ocutso, and this is a Peregrine Falcon.
Okay, is this a common species that's throughout the Forest Preserve system?
No, not typically. Around here, you would find them down by the skyscrapers in Chicago.
They like the altitude, huh?
Right, they like the height. That's similar to the cliffs that they would live around in nature. So that's the closest thing we have around here is the tall buildings.
Okay, and do they feed on rodents or small animals like that, or?
No, typically most falcons prefer birds. So the Peregrine Falcons that live downtown actually mainly like the pigeons. So that makes a lot of homeowners down there happy.
It thins out the pigeon population, folks. But
Correct.
well, we like the beautiful, beautiful bird, and an excellent job of handling the bird on your behalf. But I want to thank you for talking with us this morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Working this Tinley Park show, you get to see some vintage you don't usually see at bigger shows and local businesses and some farther away. And who do we have here?
My name is Doug Scott.
And you represent?
K&E Tackle, which is, Thornapple Outdoors out of Hastings, Michigan.
Wow. See what I mean? Out of state. Super. And you, sir?
John Webb.
Same. You're out of Michigan also?
Yes. Dad.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, father and son team. This is what sports all about. Hey, so what are you guys? What are you promoting here today? What are you selling?
We're selling, mostly we're a manufacturer, so we're selling our product that we make. We make all the bobbers. We make all of our lead head jigs. We're primary, all season, all type fishing.
How many years have you guys been involved with this? Well, not necessarily this show, but in this business.
Been around since 1964.
Wow, that's what I like to hear, history and heritage. Anyhow, is this the first Tinley Park show you've done, or?
This is my third year.
Okay, and John, is this the first time you've been down here, or?
Yeah, this is my first show here.
Okay. What do you think so far for a high school show?
It's pretty nice for a high school show. I mean, it's a big high school, so.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. Well, thanks for coming down, guys, and we appreciate all this colorful and good product you bring down. So good luck with today's sales, too.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. One of the cool things about the show is you get to come into rooms like this with these awesome boats and talk to some really cool people. And your name, sir?
My name is Larry Kahn.
And Larry, what's your involvement with today's show as well as the industry itself?
Well, let's see. Today's show, I am running the Odeon, which is where all the talent will speak. All the guest speakers come and talk about, the different guides and charter captains and different tournament fishermen from all over the area come by and spend about an hour with their video presentations talking about what it is they do and where they do it. I've been with the show 17 years, so this is my 17th year working with Rich Colmeyer, so I've been here for quite a while. And I'm also within the industry. I spend a lot of time with boat companies. Right now I'm sponsored by Lund Boats.
Okay.
But I work with many other brands. As a matter of fact, this Ranger next to me here, I've sold them all winter long.
Okay, awesome boat.
They are, and as you can tell, I'm wearing a Lowrance jacket. I am the rep for Northern Illinois, so I take care and call on the local Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop and some of the local dealers in the area, trying to help them with their displays and keeping their electronics current and up to date. So I wear a lot of different hats. In the fishing industry, you just can't have one job, or at least I haven't found a way to have one job and get all the bills paid.
Yeah, I was going to say a man of many hats, and obviously you love what you do.
I do. It's a fun way to try to make a living and feed a family. It's a challenge, but I like it.
Yeah, I was going to say it has its opportunities, folks. But anyhow, we'd like to thank you for taking the time to talk with us today, and a great job on all the speakers, I might add, that you had come in today, too.
Stop by at 10:30. Our first show today is at 10:30.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guy you should know. Now, when people come in the door in droves, somebody's got to handle that crowd, and these two young ladies are the first contact our visitors get today. And your name is?
Marilyn Angus.
And how long have you been doing the outdoor show?
19 years with Rich.
Wow. We're hearing this all the time. 10 years, 13 years, 15 years with Rich. Do you enjoy it, obviously?
Yeah, it helps the kids, and
oh yeah,
we make enough money so that we can buy all the extras for the kids. And
okay, and that's what it's all about. Plus, put on a great show for the general public. And who do we have here?
My name's Bailey.
Okay, and you're volunteering your time today?
Yeah, I'm doing it for National Honor Society.
Oh, excellent, excellent. What year are you in?
Junior.
Okay, excellent. And is this the first year you've been doing this for National Honors, or?
Yeah, this is my first year.
Okay. What do you think so far? Worth the time?
It's kind of cool. I was looking around. It's interesting.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you for being here, and you ladies keep up the good work.
thank you.
No, there's so many places and lodges to talk to. You just don't know who to speak to first, and there's so many lakes up in the Canada region. Eagle Lake in Ontario is one that everybody talks about. Let's see if we can get somebody that knows a little bit about Eagle Lake in Ontario.
Northwestern Ontario, 120 miles north of International Falls. Temple Bay Lodge, been in existence for many, many years, taking care of basically all types of families and the high-tech fishermen, musky fishermen, walleyes, northern, smallmouth bass, perch fishing. We've got it all at Temple Bay.
Hearing a lot about it, that's why we came up and asked. And I noticed you have almost looking like a tour bus pictured here. What kind of amenities do you offer?
Well, our amenities are fully modern. You know, our amenities consist of full packages with our boats, motors, meal plans. All our cabins are fully modern, all inside facilities, air conditioning, your hot and cold, and down the line, full package meal plan also.
I was going to say, that sounds super, because all of us, I've had the experience in the, you get up there and it's an old shack, you know, with no running water, no heat or air conditioning, and it's sort of like, let's rough it, baby, you know. But, okay, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. And I'm sorry, I didn't get your name at first.
Bob Pollock from Temple Bay Lodge. Bob from Temple Bay.
Bob, appreciate you taking the time this morning, and we appreciate your time. Bye now.
Have a good day.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break in the action here. We'll be right back with more from the Tinley Park Outdoor and Fishing Show, brought to you by AC Variety.
Well, Jim, I want to thank you for your great work so far. We're back here at the Tinley Park Fishing and Outdoor Show, so it might be a little different than what we saw in the first half. But we recognize this booth from last year with the pooches. And can we get your name and what your booth is about?
Heather Walker, and I'm a volunteer with the Great Lakes Lab Rescue Program. We take in unwanted labs through shelters, through owners that have gone and bought a lab, did not realize how much work they are, and we take them in, we get them vaccinated, up to date on their shots, we spade and neuter them, and we put them in foster homes. So we don't have a facility. We depend on people taking the dogs in, training them, working with them, and about 2 to 3 weeks we get them ready for adoption. And then we've been doing this for about 12 years now.
You answered almost all the questions. You mentioned now that it's a little more work. Could you explain more work involved than with other dogs?
Well, labs are a high energy breed. They are bred for hunting, and a lot of people don't realize that when they go get it, they don't do their research. Not to say that that's a bad thing. We just want people to realize that they are a high energy breed. They require exercise, but if you give them the exercise that they need, they're going to be wonderful family dogs. And you know, so that's pretty much what we want people to be educated about. We have some that are very mellow, but most part they're high energy and they require a lot of exercise.
Now, my family has a partial lab. I have to ask, I heard this rumor, I don't know if it's true, hopefully you could put it to rest. I heard their brains actually don't fully develop until about 5 years.
I have never heard that before, but I can honestly say that they are puppies till they're like 10. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, you know, that actually Emma, who's the little yellow lab, is almost 10. And she's got a lot of energy, and she can hang with these guys. So, you know, that might be true. I don't know.
That would explain why my AC Variety t-shirts keep getting ripped off, because my dog's 10th birthday is coming up this year. So hopefully after that. But do you have any final words here at the fishing show?
You know what? Honestly, I can just say, before you go and get a dog, do your research. And you know what? Rescue a dog. There's so many great dogs out there that need good homes. That's what we do.
Very good. Thanks a lot. I look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you. Thanks for coming by.
Did he lick you? Okay, hold your hand. Make it real big. Real big. Calypso. Right here. Right here. There we go. Good job. Good job. Yes. Oh, yes.
Hey, Poison Chicken Valentine's Day is coming up, so everyone needs a kiss. What's that, Jim?
I said you can't even get Sammy to kiss you. Whoa, look at that.
You hold her.
Oh. That's kissing my...
Let me give you a kiss.
I guess that's a sign. I think we'll move on now.
Make hissing noises.
Where'd my cameraman go? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I was just getting over the lack of kisses over there. But we're here with a very familiar booth, Fishtails, and this young man over here, you may not recognize yet, but this is actually our assistant, Kelly McAdams' father. How are you doing today?
Good, very good. Thank you.
And could you tell us about your booth?
Yeah, we are promoting our fishing club that we also help high school tournaments they have and SSWR fishing for handicapped kids. Not only helping ourselves, we're helping the community also with our club.
Yes, I understand. Do you have monthly meetings in the area? Or?
Every monthly on a Thursday and a third Thursday a month we have our meeting from 7 to 9:30 we have.
Where are they held at?
Oak Park Avenue, the Senior Center in Bremen, I think it's called. It's right there.
And do you got a website for contact information, families interested in joining in that?
It should be on this brochure. I don't go on the web at all. I'm not computer saved like my kids are, but it should be in our brochure here. Yeah, there it is.
Fishtailsfishingclub.com. And we'll have that over on the acridey.com website too. You'll have to check out acridey.com though.
Yeah, I will. My kids come home and I'll look at it then.
We actually redid our page. We have a nice little profile page for Kelly with all her work and everything. So, well, until next time, I'll be seeing you on TV, and maybe we'll see you out on the lake sometime too. Thanks a lot. Walking around, you see a lot of the organizations that help out at this event. One of our favorites, of course, is the Cheerleaders. Could we get your name?
I'm Dakota. Amber. McKenna.
And could you explain what you're doing to help out today?
Well, we're just selling like pop and refreshments and everything, and we're giving out the orders to everybody.
And do you do other events throughout the year to help out at the school? Or?
We like fundraise. Yeah, we fundraise a lot. We work like parades or anything else really that the school needs us for.
Very nice. I know Tinley Park does have a lot of nice parades. We got to see them through AC Ridey this past year. And what are your words on the event and cheerleading in general, if you like?
The event usually gets a really good turnout. A lot of people like it, and it helps cheerleading a lot. And I don't know, people get a lot out of it, so it's a good cause.
It's always nice to see the different organizations helping out. And what's your final words?
Well, I guess just it's fun and it helps out a lot, and just get involved, I guess. I mean, it's a lot of fun and it's for a good cause.
I just think that it's a good thing for the school, and I hope they keep on doing it. It's a good cause, and it helps out a lot, and people enjoy it, so keep going. I mean, it's the 19th one, so it's got to do something good.
Very nice there. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to let you get back to work. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again next year. As we walk around these different booths, we have such different things. Could you give us your name and what your booth is about?
My name is Ann, and my nickname is Bobber Ann for obvious reasons because of the floats, yeah. And we sell everything from musky stuff to little bitty panfish stuff and specialty stuff, rods, reels, all kinds of stuff.
And who's this man? You said he's famous?
This is Dan Gapin Sr., and yes, he is very, very famous.
Infamous.
Infamous.
That's the word we like.
I'm like a dinosaur. I've been around the industry forever.
It's a good thing.
My 80th birthday this year, and so I've been around, even before Al Linder and Babe Winkleman. So that kind of dates me. Yeah, we originally specialized in flies. We manufacture about 1.5 million flies a year, and then then we got into just about everything. We're doing a little of everything. We're based out of Minnesota, out of the little town of Big Lake. We're right on the Mississippi, and we do mostly American manufacturing. We're not a highly imported business, but maybe we should have been. I don't know, but I'm kind of old-fashioned, so. But we're noted for river fishing. That's why we're so popular in this area. And this is our float. By the way, that float has got a fiberglass core. Extremely sensitive, and you are buying them for the first time?
No, I bought them before.
You bought them before?
Yeah, they're hard to find. I only can get them from the show or online. They're hard to find. They don't sell them usually. A few bait. I found them at a few bait shops, and that's about it. You know, they're hard to find.
Can we get a few words with you actually about this? This is good. We usually don't talk to the customers. What's your thought on this Tinley Park fishing show, though?
Well, this is a great fishing show. I used to go to the Chicago show, you know, at the Edmund was at the Stevens Convention Center, and that show actually kept going downhill, and this one's actually better than that one now, believe it or not. So I actually quit going to that one. I go to this one and then the Hammond show and the Porter County show in Indiana, and I'm from Indiana, so this is actually closer for me too. So
how do you find out about it?
Somebody told me it was word of mouth, you know, and so I didn't go last year, but I've been here a few times, and it's I like this show a lot better than the Chicago show.
Well, thanks for coming out, showing your support. We hope to see you again next year. Now we're going to finish up with you. This is nice to see how you have different customers here from different places.
Everybody knows Bobber Annie. She's more popular than I am now. We walk down the streets in Chicago and they say, "Oh, there's Bobber Annie." They don't care about Dan Gapin anymore. The old dinosaur, he's on the way out. So
No, they care about you.
By any chance, do you sing?
Sing?
Isn't there a song named?
I don't have the singing voice anymore. I'm not impressed.
I think you do. Could you try it? I'm going to give you the microphone here.
What are we doing?
Little jingle.
Oh, the Bobber Ann song? No, that's just too silly, isn't it?
No, it's not silly.
No?
That's all you like on TV.
Okay, here we go then. Bobber Ann, Bobber Ann, Okay, he doesn't have a singing voice, so he can't do the harmony. No, but. Was that worth the shot?
Definitely, that is the first time we had singing on here. That's why I love coming to these events, especially in the high schools. You never know what you'll find. So, thanks again.
The worst singing ever.
No, that's definitely not the worst singing ever. We've seen a lot worse in our time, right? No, I'm just joking. Everyone's great. So, thanks a lot, and we'll see you again next year. Sorry, Jim. I was just ecstatic about that singing. I heard that we had to reshoot this. There's no audio, but can we get your name and what your booth's about?
My name's Rusty Jesse, and I carve, paint, design these lures and stuff here, the contemporary ones. It's been a real good show. I had a lot of luck.
How was it yesterday and Saturday? I heard it was like jammed throughout the whole day.
Crowded. You could barely walk through here. Everybody looking. That's why I say, just a great show. Great show.
That's why we get out here early and everything. And actually, can we take a little tour here while we have the time?
Sure. These are what we call dingbats. Creek Chub Bait Company made the dingbats many years ago. I try to design a lot of the lures as reproductions of the old lures made back in the early 1900s, 1910, plus a few new designs and stuff. Go basically for bright color and to make the displays look better.
I like that name too. What do we got over here?
They're killer baits. We call them killer baits.
Jim, what are you looking at?
Everything.
Very nice. And now we're going to step over to this side here. What else we got finishing up this table?
Oh, these are just old wooden lures that we're selling off real cheap. And the other ones are the ones we concentrate on, the contemporary lures, the bright colors, collectibles, fishing collectibles.
We thank you, and I see we got some customers here behind Jim over here if he wants to take a quick look around. And can we get your name, sir? Oh my gosh, as I walk closer, my vision's a little better. We have Alderman Chuck Tolan here. And how are you today?
Super, guys. How are you doing?
Pretty great. Do you attend this event regularly? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we've been going for many, many years. She bought her first tackle box and rod and reel here, and
Can you tell us about that and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sam Tolan, and I'm eating jerky.
And where did you get that from? Was it over there by any chance?
It's right over there at the other gym. Wait, gym was it? The other gym, yes, that's what it's called.
We like that. What's been your favorite moment these past years at the Tinley Park Fishing and Outdoor Show?
The jerky. I love this beef jerky.
You're not supposed to talk with your mouth full.
Well, I mean,
Good safety tips.
better.
Now we want to ask you, what's been your third favorite moment here throughout these years at the Fishing and Outdoor Show?
Oh, it's just, the community, it's like you see a ton of people that you know, and they're doing a great thing for the high school and the sports programs, and a lot of the clubs and stuff like that reap the benefits of it, so it's a good thing. It's usually really crowded.
Yeah. Saturday, I heard it was jammed in here. It's filling up now, too. I'm glad you said community. He probably just didn't want to be on TV. But it's nice because we're running into people from all the different towns right here in Tinley Park. So that's why AC Variety does it. Thanks a lot, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Thanks a lot.
And good luck
Good
fishing.
To talk to you guys.
Always a pleasure. Enjoy that. It's getting tighter in here as we move along. Can we get everyone's names and what the booth's about?
Joe Vega,
Pete Barber,
Rich Rader,
John Parmigiani.
And you're the lucky person that gets to tell us about this display.
Well, we're Southside Muskie Hawks. We have our meetings the third Wednesday of every month. We meet at Vince's Pizza, which is at 6217 West 63rd Street, Chicago. Basically, it's 63rd and Melvina. Big yellow marquee. We have some great meetings, some great speakers that come out, and great food, of course. And it is my restaurant, of course. Well, I can tell you, I grew up with them. Yes. Of course, I'm related to them, but it's good family food. It's a nice place to eat. It really is. Petey Barber.
You just found out that they're cousins?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? We like this.
Oh, he's all right. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a keeper.
He's a good fisherman. Good fisherman.
Excellent. Any final words here today?
Yeah, we're selling raffle tickets, so if anybody wants to come over and buy some raffle tickets, they're 10 tickets for $5 and $3,000 worth of trips that we're trying to raffle off here. So come by and see us.
Are you here every year usually?
Yes.
Sounds good. We'll have to look for the raffles next year, so very good. Any final words from you?
No, that's okay.
Well, thank you, and we're going to move along. Thanks a lot, and see you again next year.
All right. Well, yeah, why don't we just do that? If it's not out of your way, just set it right there by the sign again, Brian. That'll work. All right, thanks, Brian. See you tomorrow. How about look at the camera?
I can't.
Come, say hi.
Oh, Miss Shy, never at home.
Well, as you can see here, I'm in the woods with some deer because this shows that Clem's a nice person. The animals even like me, so this is my opportunity to say you're watching AC Variety. In addition, we also want to speak to the man here in charge because we are at the Fishing and Outdoor Show. Can we get your name and what exactly is going on here?
Yeah, my name's Chad Hunziker, and our big business is selling the deer scent to the hunters during the hunting season, which right now is the wrong time of year, obviously. So this is what we do with our younger deer. We come to shows and talk deer scent, and we take photographs of the kids, just what you're doing right here.
Say, is this the first time you've been to this event? Because I don't remember this last year.
We were here last year, same spot. It went over real good, yeah. In fact, we won Best of Show last year, too. These guys are 5 months old. Our fawns are born later than what's in the wild because of our scent business. My buck at home's breeding my does right now, and it's February.
I'm almost speechless, but could you speak on deer season? When exactly is deer season?
It opens October 1st for the bow hunters, and then there's 2 gun seasons in November and December, and then there's a late winter hunt. There's 2 hunts in January, and then obviously the season's over then. But we're in all the stores locally, a lot of the Farm Kings. There's 7 of them in Illinois, and we're in all the Big R stores. You guys got a Big R up here at Morris, Illinois. They sell our product there.
And people could get their licenses at a lot of these stores and everything?
Yeah, you can get your deer hunting license and pick up a bottle of fresh deer scent. It'll be in the refrigerator at those Big R stores.
Sounds great. Any final words here this year?
No, it's been a real good show. I got another show next month, and then these guys will be retired. We'll have to start all over a new crop.
We look forward to seeing the new ones next year.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you, and I'm going to let them finish eating here so I can get some nice video. Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Tom. You're watching AC Variety.
Again, one of the great things about a fishing and outdoor show is it's not always limited to fishing and outdoors, but rather some of the artistic stuff that an outdoorsman enjoys. And none other could be more depicted than these beautiful wood carvings. And we're going to talk to the maker and the creator of this right now. And your name, sir?
Bob O'Donnell.
Bob, how you doing today?
Alrighty.
All right. God, tell us about, you have such a variety of stuff here. Tell us about your craft. And
I just like wood burning, and people will send me a picture of what they like, and I ask them if I can keep it and do another one.
Sure.
So if people like different things, and you don't know what to bring, so you bring assortment of everything.
Right.
You know, try to get horses involved, dogs, fish, wolves, whatever the sportsmen like.
so a lot of your stuff is someone's commissioned a particular scene that they want you to wood burn.
Sometimes, and a lot of them, I just draw them out.
Okay. Do you have any examples you might want to show us real fast of, like... Sure.
Do you want that one? But
No, I mean, whatever you want to show us is beautiful. All your work, that lighthouse is extraordinary.
Picture and, like someone will do a Air Force.
Okay, this was obviously commissioned
Yeah.
for someone that was in a military?
Yeah, and he did 20 years in the Air Force, and they want to make his bedroom his Air Force room.
Right.
So they sent me all the different badges that he earned. So this way it's more personal for him.
Sure.
You know, I can't sell to you because
No, obviously
it
you
ain't
gotta-
yours. It's
Right,
you
right,
make
right.
it for the person. You do it their way.
Right.
But you try to do something that makes them feel good about what they've done.
Okay, we have a few more examples she's coming up with here.
And
And you know what? I didn't get your name either.
Cindy? Yes, I'm Bob's wife.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
all his work, though.
All right.
But what I do is I'll buy the wood, and even if it has knots in it, you can make it into the artwork.
Wow, look at that. That is unbelievable. Utilizing the knot to look like the end of the log.
Yeah.
Very artistic. You did the same thing there with this.
Yeah, well, this one just happened to, it fits in the belly.
Look at that.
But like with the bears, you'll have a crack in the wood, but you can still make it part
Sure,
of the tree.
looks like it's
'cause
an integral
underneath
part of
there
the
is
tree.
Cracks in the trees too.
Yeah.
So you keep it real, more or less. And
You know, one thing that caught my eye real fast, Bob, was the eyes on this. Is this a coyote or a wolf?
Wolf.
Look at the
I
eyes
try to
on
have
there.
color so they, if you look back, it'll look at you.
Yeah, this one's definitely looking at me.
You know. But I'll add like, it'll give you more of a punch. There was another one. They're all over the place.
Sure, I know you have a lot of people have been watching. So.
Yeah, and you move them around just so they get a different perspective of what I can show. It's my first time, so I didn't know exactly what.
Sure, you had to bring a variety of everything.
Yeah.
So. Oh, look at that owl. Wow.
So you put an owl, and it isn't nice, but it's wildlife. He's going after dinner, so.
Sure. All
But
right.
this way, you get the full aspect of what everybody might enjoy and hanging in their house, or give them an idea of what they'd want. Or you grab wood that has stains in it from the log cut.
Sure.
And you make it a tree trunk.
Excellent. Just beautiful. Well, listen, we want to thank you for taking the time with us to speak to us about your craft. It's just art in motion. It's beautiful, using a nature's palette, if you will.
Yeah.
So, hey, let me grab a hand.
Thank you
Congratulations,
very
you got
much.
some great stuff going on here.
Thank you.
both of you.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping.
Okay. One of the cool things about this show, like I was saying earlier, is you get to see a lot of individual fishermen, angler, craftsmen, if you will, that have smaller booths that have an unbelievably high-quality product, and this exemplifies this. Tom, how long you been doing this? And first of all, give us what you do.
What you see in front of you is the top-of-the-line quality type fishing equipment, fishing rods, and they're all built from scratch using top-quality components. It takes me about 2 to 3 weeks to make a rod such as this. But the advantages are you can cast farther, they're lighter, they're more sensitive, and even though they're pretty, they're more durable. So you can spend a little more money and have something that'll last a lifetime, or I hate to say this, you can go to the Chinese and throw it away in a garage sale in 2 years.
No, and I couldn't have put it any better myself.
Each one of these rods carries a unique butt wrap that's all individual threads, one at a time. It makes it the only rod like it in the whole world. So there's not another rod like this in the whole world. So when you buy something from me, you've got something that's unique.
You know something, I think there's a little bit of Tom Baranowski in every one of these rods. How long have you been doing this, Tom?
We've been doing this a little over 8 years now.
Wow.
And I've taken several courses. I build everything from fly rods to spinning rods to bait casters, musky rods, you name it, I can build it.
Okay, and you do this strictly on an on-order basis if somebody comes to you, or do you have a few on hand for someone to...
What you see in front of you is available for purchase. They're my sample rods, but I prefer to make it directly for the angler. That way he gets exactly what he wants.
Okay. This is just a fantastic craft, and you know, like you said, the Made in USA theme of this and your craftsmanship that's unparalleled with anything. Anyhow, we want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us and then grab a hand there. Job well done.
Thank you.
We always give you some kind of a tip to tell you where to go. We have a lot of people coming.
I've been following Clem down these hallways here at Tinley Park High School at the Fishing and Outdoor Show, and we're trying to find our way to the pool. We're now down our second hallway. Guess what? No pool. So I think, Clem, your directions may be flawed on where the pool is. I understand there's some fun casting going on in there, but we're going to forge on and find out. Yes. Oh, wait, there's a response.
Jim, I apologize for making the mistake. However, I think if you walk backwards a little bit and go through that little doorway here, I think you might come out by the pool.
Okay, so it sounds like we're close, folks. It's just down here. Let's go take a look. This doorway? This doorway. It's locked. Walk through here. Okay. Good luck, folks. I hope to see you again. Dave, am I getting close? Am I? Okay, hang on. I'll let you lead the way. It's the scent guy.
You follow me and I'll get right through there. No problem.
Okay, what do you got going on? Nice save. Nice save. That's important jerky. That's jerky, right? I know you guys are casting jerky. Wow, that was pretty.
Yeah, I got a little wet.
It's okay. It gives it more flavor. In between the action of retrieving some beef jerky that almost went into the water. Who do we have here today with the casting? Your name?
I'm Jim O'Neill.
Okay, Jimmy.
I'm here with Maple Bass Masters, a local adult club. We're a tournament bass fishing club.
Okay.
Right now we're putting on the kids casting competition, as you see.
Sure.
I'm about to score this young fellow right here.
Okay.
They're going after 3 mats. They get 2 casts on each one.
Right.
50 points, obviously, the most points you can obtain.
Center bullseye.
Right. Right now, for his age division, 11 through 14, we got 110 points, which is actually a really good score, you know?
It sure is.
And then 7 through 10, we have 90 points, which is really good for the young guys.
Yeah.
A girl right now, believe it or not, is winning that. So, I give her more credit.
Hey, my hat's off to her.
Exactly.
So.
And these guys have been next to us the last few years that we've been here. And
with
the Boat Fishing Association,
yeah.
They shoot carp and gar and the Asian carp, that are all over the waterways.
Yeah, pretty plentiful now.
Yeah. But this is just, one of the things I do, and I'm leaving Missouri for a pro event in 3 weeks. So,
good. Okay. An annual thing for you, or do you just?
Yeah. I fish the IHSA high school events, the high school stuff. So taking it to the next level and helping out the people that helped me out when I was that age.
You got it.
So that's all I'm trying to do.
All right, well, best of luck on your
Yeah,
competition
thank you very
coming up,
much.
and thanks for talking about us, Jimmy.
Yeah, no problem.
Someone you should know. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I need that for my man cave.
We have the Bateman cave and then we have the man cave.
Clem, I see you getting some great footage down there. We're looking at minnow trap, and this broad smiles of both of these people because they just won the Tinley Park Outdoor Fishing and Outdoor Show's Best of Show. So who are we speaking to today?
My name's Nola Pingersick.
And Rob Pingersick.
So I see this beautiful plaque in front of you. Please tell us about your booth and then your product.
Well, we have the Take One Minnow Trap. What it does, it takes one minnow out of your minnow bucket at a time. Speeds up your baiting time, it kind of preserves your minnows, that type of thing. I understand that we've got Best of Show because every year we bring our family along with us, and they said since this is a family-based show that they liked the concept of our booth with our family with us, and so.
I was just going to say, fishing and outdoors and any outdoors is always a family-based thing. I've noticed that in doing these shows and stuff. So let me ask you, how did you feel about winning this plaque?
It felt good. It really did. Yes, it did.
Has something like this ever happened in any of the shows you've done before?
No,
Actually,
first.
Tinley Park is one of the few that give out the Best of Show, and so I mean it was kind of nice that we were able to get it, but we do take our kids along with us.
And you know what? I'm sorry, but speaking of kids, could you introduce your family? We would love to know them. I see we have an artist here. Let me run back there, and I'll run the mic through there, and I'll grab a seat. And whom do we have?
My name's Alex Pingersick.
Okay, and I see we're doing free sketching a beautiful. If you want to hold it up for the camera, check this out, folks. We have an artist in here. Okay, and you, sir?
I'm Clayton Pingersick.
Okay, we have a gambler over here. And I'm going to hand you the mic, and you can hand it back to me. You are?
I'm Claire Pingersick.
And moms, what are the ages here?
Claire is 10, Clayton is 13, and we have a 16-year-old driving now.
So do I. What a coincidence. See the gray is going on.
Yes.
No, that's good. Good luck. I'm sure you're safe. She went through driver's ed and all that, right? I'm sure you're 100%.
She's a good driver.
Okay, so thanks so much for talking with us. I'm gonna get out of the family living room here for a minute. And again, congratulations on this awesome award. This is an exciting time because, again, there's been 2 winners. It's never happened before at the Tinley Park Fishing and Outdoor Show. And here's our other recipient. And your name again, sir?
Bob Pollock from Temple Bay Lodge on Eagle Lake, Ontario.
Okay, first of all, have you ever won Best of Show on your booth before?
Oh, this is a privilege. This is a privilege. I really take it to heart of winning something like this. It's beautiful.
Okay, and I have to admit, both the winners, their displays, the family orientation in their displays and their display is very eye-catching and very appealing. Have you been getting a lot of good traffic today and inquiries?
It's been a good show for all of us. All the vendors here are pleased with the show, and myself very pleased. Coming down from Canada, doing the show in Tinley Park, and on the south side of Chicago here, Chicago area with all the suburbs, I'm very pleased. It's very good turnout today.
Okay, well, again, we want to extend our congratulations. And Jerry, you want to come in and say anything? This is his local contact here, Jerry Wolf. Jerry, what did you think about winning this plaque?
I think it's quite wonderful that we won it. Like Bob just said, it's kind of different for us to win an award. And I've been going to Temple Bay as well for almost 25 years, and you can't find a nicer, more accommodating, and enjoyable trip than that Bob offers at Temple Bay.
Well, that's what I'm hearing, and we're glad you showed up, and we're glad that you're continuing to doing what you're doing at Temple Bay. Again, congratulations to both of our winners of the Best of Show.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has probably been one of the more exciting Tinley Park fishing and outdoor shows. Thanks to this gentleman right here who's consistently, and I mean consistently, Rich puts on a great show every year. Tell us about you, your team, and putting this together.
Well, this is our 19th year, and each and every year we try to grow it a little bit more, make it a little bit more exciting for everybody to come out and see. And we made some changes this year, and it's really helped. It's just, baby steps is how we take it every year.
Okay. And I might add, when they see something good, they improve on it. When they see something, we don't need to do this, you always whittle it down to a good product for the customer.
You have to experiment, and if it works, it's great. If it doesn't, you can change it right away. So that's why you take it in baby steps, and you get a lot of reaction from the people that are coming in the door, and they're the ones that tells you how the show is going to work for you. Right. So you move things around a little bit, add a few more, take a few more, try different ideas for the kids to do and stuff. And either they work the first year and you move on, or they don't work and you can change them right away. So it's a big deal. But they make the decision for us.
Okay, and that's the way it should be. Smart marketing. Also, it seemed like there was more vendors here. Am I just imagining that?
No, we do increase them. We had 167 vendors this year. Okay. So we're up probably about 20 from last year. Okay. But we always like to grow in little steps. Like I keep saying baby steps. But so if we do open up a new area and we find that it's not going to work, we can move them out and put them in somewhere where there's traffic. But if they do work, it's a bonus for the whole show, because then it's just another avenue for people to try to find. And in this show, you have to go everywhere, because it's not a straight line, one big place. You got to take lefts and rights in order to make it through the whole show.
One thing I always like is the seminar portion, where you can very articulate speakers in their certain fields of outdoors and fishing speak, and it's a great experience.
And that's one of the things that I can really pride ourselves on, is that we don't do multiple seminars. We limit our seminars to 3 a day. And the reason for that is because we want 3 quality speakers. We don't want 6 people in there that draw 20 people. Right. We want 3 people that talk about local waters where we can fish, where we can get 150 people in these to listen to these guys talk. So if you break them up into, most shows want to get as many people speak at one time, because I think if you got a name here, it's going to draw people. Local waters, local fishing, where we can go fish, that's what we want to hear about. And that's what we try to do it. And we try to eliminate it so they all get quality time.
And the last thing I'd like to ask, if you want to say thank you or shout out to anybody in particular for this show?
There's a bunch. Not only my staff, the school, the principal, superintendents, everybody that lets me put the show on in here for the kids. I mean, all the money goes to the kids, but it still takes all their cooperation to make this all work. But then, of course, my sponsors, as Cabela's, Mercury, Bedford Sales, Plano, there's a list goes on and on, but them are some of the majors. Bentonhausen Dodge jumped on board with us this year again.
They have the car display outside.
Exactly, and it's it's just everybody that wants to help, because when it comes out to the kids, it's all about trying to keep these kids in school.
Absolutely.
And what we're trying to do is just improve either a sports program, an academic program, something, just to give them, whether it's the chess club that needs new chessboards. It's an avenue that we can take to get more kids involved in it, and that's what it's all about.
And like I said earlier, it's a great product to the consumer, because this show rivals any show that I've ever seen, really. So anyhow, I want to congratulate you for another great year in 2012. Rich,
thank you very much.
Superb job.
Thanks for coming out.
And we look forward to dealing with these vendors and doing business with them, of course, as an outdoors consumer, and also coming back next year to see the 2013 one.
And you'll see some changes again. So.
This is great. Love it. Thanks for watching. Okay,
thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate coming out and spending the day with us.
We're going to sing a song, too. No. Yes, it's an exclusive. Okay, as we're going through some of the booths in the afternoon here, and the crowd is getting bigger and better, we ran across Midwest Outdoors, and who do we have here, and what's Midwest Outdoors?
I'm Karen Pecoraro, and Midwest Outdoors is both a TV show and a monthly publication, and we do articles on fishing, hunting, and such, and of course the television show also it airs on DirecTV and on TLN, CLN.
You're doing good. I'm a fan.
Well, anyway, we're out here at the show trying to promote our publication, and we're giving away certain items for subscriptions, and we're hoping everybody comes and sees us.
Okay, now how things been going so far today?
We did a pretty pretty good showing.
Yesterday was good too.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't here all day yesterday, but I was told it was better than today was even. So I don't know.
Okay, Midwest Publications and TV. That's out of the Midwestern area, or?
Yeah, we represent the states of Tennessee, actually, which is a southern state, but we do represent them. But Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota.
So your heavy outdoor states for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So
I want to take the time thanking you, letting us invade your booth like this, and with no warning too. She's been a great sport. So Midwest Outdoors, a organization and magazine and TV show to look out for and go out after. Again, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. And Clem, I'll tell you what, can we switch up and you take the mic for a while and I'll take the camera. How's that sound? Okay.
Thank you, Jim. We're going to close it off because we're getting a little hungry back here. But we figure we might as well give some attention to the people that never get much of it. Can we get your name?
Hello, I'm Dawn Dory, and how are you?
Oh, I'm pretty great, thanks for asking. And how are things going over here today?
Great, we're selling a lot of fish. We're doing really good today.
Looks like we got a little break in the action, too. So,
Finally, it's 1:30, yes, but we're doing great.
what time did you start?
7:45 this morning.
Been a busy young lady there, so good job. Thank you. And who else do we have here?
Yeah. Hi! You scared me there.
I apologize. Can we get your name?
My name is Lynn Rabu.
And what's your thoughts on been working all day?
It is very nice here. It's going very well.
What are you... Oh,
Do you know who's the most hardest working person here? Is our official fish guru, the coach.
the coach? Hey, what are you doing?
No, you got the wrong guy.
I'm sure everyone's working real hard here today, so kudos to everyone, though. What's that? You got a question? What's your name?
John, you do it. What? Talk to him. Stop it.
Oh, there's a microphone.
Talk to the cook.
This is getting wild. So what's your name?
Laurel Sklenecki,
And your name?
Felicia Fergale.
And what are your thoughts on this whole ordeal going on here?
It's awesome. It's fun.
Oh, I apologize. Since they didn't want to talk to us, could we get what their names are and their job description, what they're a coach of?
I don't know. They're cooking food.
What do they coach?
He's the coach of the basketball team, varsity basketball, yes.
More organizations that we're meeting here. We're going to move on a little bit. Oh, you'll see me lose out for a little bit, but who do we have here?
Hannah Egan.
What's your thoughts on the cooking today?
It's crazy, but it's our way of supporting the team.
What organization are you with?
The Tinley Park High School girls swim team.
Very nice. And anything special you want us to know about it? Any events coming up or anything?
No, we're in our off season right now, so
When is the regular season?
it's in the fall.
Oh, okay, so we missed it by just a few months. So, but we'll be seeing you in the fall, I'm sure. And can we get your name?
Morgan Zader.
And what's your thoughts?
It's fun, but it's nice to help our team out and raise some money for it.
How many years have you been helping out with the fishing show?
4 years.
Kind of bittersweet now that it's just about over?
Yeah, it's kind of nice, but kind of sad at the same time. So,
Any other events coming up that you have to handle?
no, it's our last one for the year, so it's kind of nice.
Good luck in the future. And who do we have here?
Carolyn Gillespie.
And what's your thoughts on the event?
It's hectic but fun.
Definitely. And what organization are you representing?
The Tinley Park girls swim team.
And which year?
I'm a sophomore.
Oh, so this is the second time working this event? Any other ones you have to work throughout the years?
Softball I have to do right after this, so for the fishing show.
It's been a pleasure meeting everyone here that helped out at the fishing and outdoor show today, not the outdoor and fishing show, Jim. I want to thank our cameraman, though, Jim Alruzo behind there, all the organizations, all the parents, all the people we talked to, all the vendors. And remember, you could go to acvariety.com, facebook.com/acvariety. Like us, you'll be entered into contests. We'll give you that contact information after we go up there. Until next time, I'll be seeing you on TV.
I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me. AC Variety.